Welcome back, everyone. This is SciTech with Tech Riot Gaming, and we are here with kind of an early playtest. I wanted to throw this out here. I'm back from vacation now. Had a enjoyable time off with the family, and know it's been a few weeks. Hope you're all doing well. So I got this playtest offer in Steam, and for StarRupture. It's kind of like it's a sandbox survival FPS base builder with, I mean, you could call it maybe tower defense potentially. Anyway, I thought we'd jump in. I jumped in, played it for a little bit, and thought this would be pretty good to do a kind of a playtest sneak peek video on. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll spend, you know, a couple of hours in the game, maybe more. It seems like there's a fair amount of content in this playtest, so we'll go ahead and get in and I'll check it out with you guys. I'm not going to skip tutorial because I want you guys to experience the tutorial, so we'll just go ahead and get started. I have the in-game sounds and music on right now. Hopefully I've adjusted them appropriately. If they're not very good, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to adjust them the next time around. Alright, so in the playtest, we just have the one character to pick from. I'm guessing that each of these characters will have different strengths and weaknesses when the final game is released. We'll go ahead and pick the one we can playtest with.
What the?
Please don't move. I want to run a holistic scan. Commencing holistic scan. Life vitals normal. Prisoner PO212, welcome to the Argos program. Your adventure with the Claywood Corporation begins right now. Hello, I am Gal, your Galactic Assistance Liaison. The Claywood Corporation would like to apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
Okay, so we got a little intro cutscene there. You'll have to forgive me, I'm going to fumble with the keys a little bit. There's no key binding currently in the playtest, so I have to kind of work a little standard WASD here on my split keyboard, so it's going to be a little bit annoying for me. There is no control or shift click transfer at the moment, so we're just going to say transfer all these, click and drag them over to our inventory. It's going to give us a little food and water in the beginning here. Let you guys pause that and read it at your leisure. I'm not going to read it out loud. It's essentially, welcome prisoner, you know, work on this planet for us. Pay off your debt. Essentially. Okay, so it wants us to exit the lander.
Welcome to Arcadia 7 in the Raptura system. The goal of this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler. Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Alright, so here we are. I mean, obviously, this looks amazing. Hopefully you guys can see the quality. I do try to upload in 4K, but for a playtest, this looks amazing. So this is a little unique way that you mine these meteorites. So they have like little minerals. You can see these kind of discolored chunks. If we pull these chunks out,
I can't believe I'm here. Everything here is fascinating.
The Claywood Corporation is very glad to see your enthusiasm. Most convicts do not share it.
Most of them are usually idiots who are unable to see the potential in being a pioneer on a new world.
Technically, you are not a pioneer. A lot of people have been to Arcadia before you.
That was a long time ago, and besides, the quality of their research and observations was embarrassing. You need someone who'll notice the important things, like Darwin on the Galapagos Islands, but better.
I'm glad, but I will also remind you of your resource gathering duties. The heart of the meteorite is very valuable. You can use it to create your base core. It will allow you to build other structures and will protect them from the lethal influence of Ruptura. Trust me, you'll want to be protected.
That sounded ominous.
As long as you follow our instructions, you'll have nothing to worry about.
Okay, I kind of let the narrative play out there without saying anything. So on those meteors, when you want to mine them out, you mine the resource nodes that are in it. It goes a lot faster. If you just mine the plain meteorite rock, it takes a lot longer. Also on the drill that we have, you can see those yellow light indicators where it says heat. If you hit your reload button, it will all instantly cool down the weapon. And if you get to max heat, it'll like stall out and wait for a cooldown. There's also various items, plants, and stuff that you can collect. I recommend you pick those up as soon as you find them. The tutorial will introduce us to it in a little bit, but I just thought I'd make a point of doing that. Now, they're obviously guiding us. You can see in the upper left it says equip the building tool, choose the base core from the menu, place the base core to set up your central point for your base, right? And so I'm just going around gathering up a little extra stuff here. Mainly while the narrative was going, but since I'm over here, I'm just going to pick this stuff up real quick. Okay. As far as where we want to put the base, I kind of know because, like I said, I jumped in here already and ran through it just to kind of see how it played, and I wasn't sure I was going to do a video on it. I'm going to go ahead. I usually, in my initial run-in, I put the base a little too far away from resources. The base core that we're getting ready to build here, which is this guy right here, he has a certain range. You can kind of see it on that hill in the background. You can see the outline. You can build within that line, but you can't build outside of it unless you build another core to kind of extend your base range. So you want to make sure that initially for the tutorial stuff that you're kind of like putting this core in an area where you can access resources, right? It's got an interesting like elevation, like you can raise and lower the elevation of the items you're building. You can lock in place, you can rotate it around. I mean, I like the building mechanics so far and what I've witnessed here. Everything seems to be on a world grid as well.
Good work.
We're going to go ahead and build that.
You'll need building materials to build the rest of the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract them, just like you did with the meteorite.
Alright, so now we have a mission in the upper left there that says find and collect titanium and wolfram ore. So I just happen to know that there's some wolfram ore right here. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to do like maybe 3 cycles of the cannon. 3 full heat cycles of the cannon to get this ore. You can see that my speed at which I obtain the ore speeds up the longer I do it. And that bonus will carry through on cooling cycles as well, as long as you do it fast enough. As you can see, I stopped 1 bar short. I'm going to go ahead and cool my weapon, or cool my drill down. And then I'm going to go ahead and start. And you can see that, you know, I kind of picked up right where I left off as far as the rate at which I'm mining. This is essentially equivalent to the chisel gathering in Satisfactory, if you've played Satisfactory and know what that looks like when you're manually harvesting nodes. So I'm going to show this to you guys here with this initial gathering, but in the future, as I need to gather stuff, I'm just going to, you know, we're going to do the beep boop thing, and I'm going to say I'll be right back, and I'll take it off camera to sit here and manually gather stuff. Just because I know it doesn't make for a very entertaining thing to sit here and watch me drill repeatedly on the same rock. And I'm overdoing it. Obviously you can see our mission in the upper left is already, you know, knocked out both those objectives. But I want to make sure I have excess material for building, so that's why I'm gathering a little bit extra here. Okay, so now we need to head back to our ship and use the craft. Essentially, what's the crafting bench, or the, I guess they call it a printer, an item printer that's in the ship to print the basic material that we need to further build the base. Oh yeah, it says we can slide. There we go. I kind of did it. You have to be sprinting. There you go. You guys can see how I did the slide there. Okay, we're just gonna max out.
Everything's ready. Now build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from Arcadia's dangers. Remember that your body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
Gonna grab up a few more of these collectible resources here.
Now that you have your shelter, build a printer inside it. That way, you will always have it nearby, thus optimizing your work.
All the buildable machines and stuff, they kind of clip to the walls.
Great. Now build a corporate terminal. That will allow you to complete assignments for different companies, which will, in turn, give you access to new buildings.
Okay, use the corporate terminal to claim level 1 rewards. So come in here. You can see there's like various factions, different corporations that we can, you know, level up with to get technologies and stuff. Right now in the playtest and the tutorial, we just have the trading corporation available to us, so we'll go ahead and click on that. And we're already at level 1, so we can claim our level 1 research rewards.
The first reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one. Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
The same way you got here, but in reverse. Look up at the sky. Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
Trying to think how I want to lay this out. Let's... Okay. Oops. Rotate that around. Oops. I didn't rotate that right, so let's get that back down. let's look up here. Oops. Again, I'm struggling with the keys, folks, so bear with me here. Okay. So, for those of you that may have seen my playthrough series on Foundry, power works a lot like that in this game, where the power is transmitted through the floors, through your, I guess your platform pieces, as well as your rails, right? So, we haven't unlocked rails yet, but as soon as we get to the automation piece, we'll be able to send power over rails as well as platform pieces. So, oh, did I put that one down wrong too? I mean, that's not the way I want to put those. I thought I positioned these properly, but I guess I didn't. We'll redo it. I thought I positioned these with the hinge on the back side. Huh. That must be a bug, maybe? Yeah, it must be either that or it just auto-orients to the sun, which I didn't think it was doing in my first playthrough, but that's okay. Let's see, we're gonna go down there. Okay. Alright, so we got our power. Let's see. I want to build out from, I guess we're going to build out from here. You can right click to do like a multi-build, like a multiple platform build. And kind of like Satisfactory, you have a max limit of how far out you can go, and then you can, you know, you have to lay down another one, right? Essentially. Trying to think how I want to lay this out. Let's see. It's also interesting too because it seems like the world grid is at a different angle than it was in my first playthrough, which is making this a little bit. Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe it's not. I might have built a little further over. It's fine. Okay. Let me see how I want to do this. Here we go. I want to put this. And okay. So we've built our orbital cargo launcher, built an energy supply, which we did. Now select a commission. So we're going to go here. We're going to select that. I guess I'm going to go here and do this.
As soon as we get the package, your reputation will increase, which will unlock new schematics for you.
So you can see where this says level 1, 1 of 5. So we have to get to 5 of 5 to level up, essentially. And so I just kind of dragged in the whole stack of resources I had that it was requiring, and it's sending up one at a time. And each one we sell gives us $1, which is essentially what this is representing in money.
The shipment has arrived. You've just proven you're useful, which means the corporation trusts you a little bit more. You've acquired new schematics. Go ahead, claim your reward.
Gonna build out a few more platforms for us. Okay, so now we're at level 2. We get to claim rewards. Here's where we start getting into automation with our rails and our excavators.
We've just unlocked new building schematics for you. Can you guess what they're for?
A trivial question. Of course I know what they're for. We'll automate production by excavating deposits and sending them between buildings using rails.
Impressive. You've used equipment like this before?
Hardly. It just doesn't make logical sense to extract everything by hand and run around from building to building. You'd waste my potential if I had to do that.
Exactly. Let's take advantage of those 3 doctorates.
Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to decide if I really want these facing this way or not. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, so we need to build an ore excavator on a titanium deposit, build an excavator, or connect the excavator with the rails, and provide enough energy for your buildings to operate, right? And then select commission to reach level 3. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go here. We're going to pick this. We're going to say, hey, titanium. I'm not going to put my manual stack in there. Instead, we're going to go after building these machines up. I'm going to take a quick break right here. For you guys, it'll be a couple seconds. For me, it'll be a few minutes. I'm going to gather up more titanium and it's not copper, wolf bar, whatever it's called, and make more of this building material so that we have enough to do what we need to do, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back, folks. I did collect up about 50 or so of each of titanium and a wolfram ore. So we'll come in here, we'll make more of our building supply. And we'll go out and do these next things on our list. So you can see like this symbol in my heads up display. You can see it over here. You can see it kind of over there. It's kind of showing you where you can use these extractors. I'm going to go there with it. Now these extractors are producing titanium ore, and you can see it's producing one every like 0.8 seconds. So that kind of will help you determine kind of what your output is. For these things, you also get like the power needs, the crafting efficiency, how much heat it's generating. Heat becomes important here in a little while, and the game will show us why for sure. Also, you can see this is your food and hunger, so I should probably eat a couple of these guys, get my food and hunger back up. It's one thing the playtest doesn't do really well at, is kind of talking you through a lot of the hunger and food stuff. It doesn't even tell you to look in those personal storages. I saw a couple of content creators do the playtest and they completely missed it. Okay, so I gotta figure out how I want to do these. Let's see. Let's get our rail connectors. The reason this is red is because it's too low and with respect to my platform. So you just by default use your middle scroll button on your mouse to kind of raise and lower the elevation until it highlights, right? So I'm going to do that there. Let's see. Guess I'm going to do this one here. I'm going to put some more platforms down. Maybe like that. Let's see. Let me do this. Oops. Okay. Let's grab another pillar. This isn't quite where I think I need a couple more. Let's do that. That's good enough. Grab this. Put that there. Let's see. 1, 2. Don't remember if the other things I'm going to build in here are 2 or 3 squares wide, so I'm going to assume they're 3 squares wide. I'm going to put another pillar right here. Okay, let's grab some rails. I'm going to go from there to there.
Now that the raw materials are being extracted automatically, you'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents. None of the companies working with the Claywood Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those animals access to my patents. They don't give a damn about law or intellectual property. But if it's necessary, and they earn it, so be it. Please don't quote me.
Okay, so narrative over. So you can see that this excavator output the required amount of ore that we needed to satisfy this. You can see it says 9 and we've got 11 left for a total of 20. The rails and the machines are smart and intelligent, and they will automatically understand how much of each resource they need to send. So unlike games like Satisfactory and a few others where the belts are the belts and you just spits out things on the belts and they're all dumb, these are like intelligent transports. So if I go up here and I look at my excavator, oops, you can see that it's still mining the material. It's just not sending it down the belt, and that's because I have nothing requesting that material. But as soon as something on the belt line requests that material or needs that material, it will spit it out onto the belt, right? It's really kind of nice. I like the way the belt system works, at least here in the playtest so far. Did we not reach level 3? Oh, we did. We have to go in here and claim it, I think.
As usual.
Yeah, there we go.
Now build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
Okay, so we're going to claim this. It's going to give us the analyzer station. We're going to build that in here. Put it right there. Let me go out. I want to get... There's a plant over here that I don't think I've collected yet that I want to try and collect. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. I get a fair amount of points for these, so that's why I'm collecting them up. I'll show you what I mean by points in a second. It's good to pick up these kind of loose minerals you see laying on the ground because you get anywhere from 2 to 5. I think it's 2 to 5 or 2 to 4, something like that. When you pick up the loose materials, so it saves you cycles of manually mining on the nodes. Right, let's see how much titanium I get from this. Yeah, I got 5 titanium from that. So that would be like sitting and waiting for 5 titanium to mine on the node. So they're really worthwhile to stop and pick up. I'm just gonna pick up a few more of these things so we can use it in the analyzer to get more points. I thought there was more of the blue and white ones around here somewhere. Maybe not. That's okay, we'll take a bunch of the red ones. Really thought there was more of those other ones, but that's fine. Yeah, I got 5 think I can get that. This looks like calcium deposit, maybe? Yeah, calcium ore. Got some helium down here. Let's grab that. Oh, we got some more wolfram. Got another meteor here. Let's grab this. There we go. You can kind of cheese it a little bit like you just saw me do there, where I just kind of kept the beam going and moved it around the meteor for a little bit until it gets all the nodes. We gotta be careful about venturing too far over here, because there's baddies. Yeah, I think we'll wait. Come over this way. We can go up here though a little bit. See if we can't get some more scavenger. There's some more of these that I wanted. Yeah, I knew there was some nearby. There's like 3 or 4 of them here. Let's grab these. We'll grab this meteor too. Let's see where we gotta go here. This. Sometimes they're a little difficult to see the nodes that you need to mine out on it. There we go. Grab some of this calcium. Get these guys. Let's get some more of these. Okay, that should be decent enough to get some initial points with and meet the obligations of our little quest there. So you could do the full stacks. I think I'm going to, just because.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them.
So you don't have to do the meteor heart cores since they're a little bit rare, but I did anyway just because I wasn't sure kind of what that codex entry was. Alright, so it wants us to use data points to level up to level 4, so we can do that. So you come in here, you can see this is how many points we got from scanning all those plants and stuff that we picked up. And in the playtest, it's not real easy to understand how much you're spending unless it's a 1-to-1. Let's just find out. So we need 50 to level up. If it's a 1-to-1, we'll go to 215 on this.
It's time
It
for
is
the final
1-to-1
stage
level up,
of
so that's good to know.
introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available, and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between 2 executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all tax laws apply within the solar system? Dude, mining tax, space fee, deductions for extraterrestrial income, sensitive cargo insurance costs. Legally, none of that applies there. They can't even impose customs duties. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
So, we're going to go ahead and claim our smelter here. And now we got some new mission objectives. So we need to deconstruct rail between excavator and orbital cargo. That's not really required. I think I have to do it just to get it off the thing. And then we need to build a smelter, and we need to connect the smelter to the excavator. And then build or smelt some bars, and then send those bars over to our launchers, right? Essentially. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put down our smelters. C. Factory smelter. Yeah, I need to back up a minute. I need to get this. Come on. Did I lock it in place? I might have locked it in place by accident. Hold on, let me see. Can be a little wonky sometimes with how it's locking stuff in. Okay, now I go T to lock in, R to rotate, go in and out. Yep, there. Come on. Why is this not snapping in here? Oh, it's too high. Oh, did that not snap to the grid? Oh, that's really weird. That was buggy. Hold on, let me fix that. That was really weird. Like it didn't snap properly. Okay. Grab some platforms. Okay. You can see it's now flashing red instead of the aqua green that was down here before. That means we've blown our power grid because of all the machines we've added. So we're going to have to add some more power. And that means that I'm going to need to probably take another cut here to get some more material, to get some more building material. Let me see what these cost. 40, I have 315. Alright, we can put a couple more of these down. I think only 2 is all I need. Okay. Yep. We have green lights on our floor foundations now again. So, and you can see our rails are green now. It means power is good to go, right? All right. Okay, so this was good. These were actually 4 tiles and not 3, but that's okay. It still works out. Actually, it doesn't. Let me go ahead and delete this. Go ahead and put this foundation back. It's one of the things I wish we didn't have to deal with. Is it deletes the platform when you delete the pillar. Because they're technically one piece. That's why you're kind of overwriting your platform when you put this on here, which is why it's red until you bring it up to the proper elevation. Just a little nuance. I mean, this is just a playtest. It's not a finished game by any means. So, I mean, there's going to be little quirks like that. I'm still happy with it. Okay, bring this one down here. Okay, let's get another one of these guys. We're going to go here with him. And this guy, we're going to go here. Okay, grab our rail. Okay. So now, if we exit out of build mode, I'm gonna come in here. We're gonna pick titanium. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna pick titanium. Now you're gonna see here comes the titanium rolling down. Now these belts, you can see on these belts, oops, that they do 120 items per minute, right? And these smelters are doing 1 per second, essentially, right? Two for 2, so 1 per second. So that's 60 per minute, right? and we're doing 120 per minute on the belt, so you can do 2 smelters fully saturated, right? And you can see it's just continuously fully saturated, splitting it out, and then it's just going to split it off automatically because, like I said, they're intelligent, right? So it intelligently knows it's supposed to take one, pass one, take one, pass one. It's actually really, really nice not to have to worry about the logistics part of it, really, which is really good. So now let me get our outputs handled here. We go here with this. And we got this one, so we're gonna do here. Oops. Okay. So now you notice they're not outputting anything on the belts, even though they're filling up with ingots, and that's because we have nothing requesting ingots at the moment. So if I go in here and I say, hey, I want to level up, it says, oh, you need ingots to level up. So I'm going to pick that.
We're nearing the end of our training.
Needs 100 of these.
Please answer the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
Since this is the first question, to establish a good baseline, I will answer 5.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about 1 meter in diameter?
It's unnerving how specific that question is.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't feeding any more ingots. I forgot that the ingots sell for 5 credits instead of 1 credit, so we only needed 20 of them. So that's why they stopped feeding ingots out on the rails and why they're stockpiling them again, right? So essentially what I need to do is I need to replicate this kind of thing with 2 smelters and an excavator over here on the Wolfram ore as well. And so we'll go ahead and do that here in a minute. Gonna want to build my platforms out from here. And then I'm gonna probably put these smelters. I don't know that I have enough for smelters. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have enough. Alright. I'm gonna break here for just a second. I'll be right back once I've mined enough material to create some more building materials so we can finish out the Wolfram ore build. So I will be right back. Alright, we're back, folks. I just collected up just a little bit, about 50 or so of each stack again. We're going to go ahead and just max out what we can do on our building material. It's going to give us some more stuff so we can build out this Wolfram ore. I know it didn't ask us to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway in preparation of what we might need later. So let's build our smelter. I mean our excavator first. I think I want to put it out that way. Figure where I want to put these smelters. Alright, let's get the... Oops. Oh, that was the wrong thing. This is what I needed. Let me see. 1, 2. Okay, and then we'll do that. Okay. Should be good enough for that. Do that there. Let's see, we're gonna do that. There. 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 And there. I haven't played around with these belts enough to know whether they are smart enough to be bidirectional or whether they're only one way. Hello, snap please. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna grab this from here, go here. We're gonna go. I should put. Just in case we need the raw ore pushed through. Okay, so now we see the ore coming across there. It should feed into these smelters. These smelters will start stacking up on the wolfram ingots, and then we'll be able to send them down and over into our delivery stations here if we so need to do so. Now we'll come in here and claim our reward from getting to level 5. And we're going to get some ladders and safety barriers, some vertical connectors and horizontal connectors, and some advanced platforms with pillar support and extended walkways. Let's go ahead and claim those. And I'll let you guys read this at your leisure. Essentially, it's saying, congratulations, you've reached the end of the playtest. Enjoy, essentially. But it's not really over.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Okay, so that's essentially the end of the tutorial and the playtest, but not the end of what you can do. So if we come in here and look at here, we have all of the corporations now unlocked. So we have Future Health Solutions, we have Selenia Corporation. If you want to know what these kind of do, I think we can see it inside the habitat at the contracts panel. Let's go in here and just see if that's the case. I can't remember. Yeah, so you can see that Future Health says Pharmaceutical and Medical Corporation. Selenia Corporation is Space Mining. Griffith Blue is military. Moon Energy is energy. And Clever Robotics is drones and logistics. So essentially, depending on which one of these you're leveling up, that's the kind of technology you're going to unlock from them. So, like, let's take a look at, we need a weapon to defend ourselves, right? So we want to be able to level up Griffith Blue. So let's go see what we need to do that, okay? We'll go here, we'll click Griffith Blue. We can choose either or to do the level up with. Since we're already producing Wolfram bars, we're just going to pick this. It's going to need 200 of them. We should start seeing the bars come flying out, which we are. And they should come down, hopefully, and go in. Yep. Looks like they are. Perfect. Alright, so let's see what else we might want to unlock. Let's go back into our contracts panel. Kind of let that cook away there. So we get a regeneration chamber. It's essentially a respawn point. And place inside habit use energy to convert raw fruits into food surplus. So we'd want that for processed food. So apparently there's some kind of skills updates we can do. I haven't gotten this far in a lot of this stuff, so in my original hop in. So I mean, the food thing would be something to definitely strive for. Let's oops. Let's take a look at the Space Mining Corporation. What do we get here? Fabricator for making a bunch of different things we're going to need for upgrades. A helium extractor. So I mean, Selenia Corporation is probably a good one to work on as well. Oh, I can click them over here on the side. Okay. Griffith Blue we already looked at. That's our handgun. The energy, we got a recipe station. Allows research of new recipes. I mean, that could be useful. A map, an inventory upgrade. A wind turbine instead of using solar power. I mean, 60 watts. Wonder what our turbines put out right now. 10 watts. So one of those turbines is worth 6 of these solar panels. So that might be something we really look at doing. Let's go. It might require some advanced stuff though. So let's see what it's going to take. Oh. I mean, okay. Looks like it takes less Wolfram bars than... I'm not quite sure how to read this. Like one plus 2 plus 1. I'm going to assume you need 2 of these bars to send up at a time. You need 1 of these to send up at a time. Is this done sending bars over? It's still sending bars. Oh, we're getting plus... Oh, is that what that means? Oh yeah, so we get plus 1 for a Wolfram bar and plus 2 for titanium. So let's pick titanium on this guy. So we're gonna need 100 titanium bars, I'm guessing, if we're getting 2 per. Let's just double check this. We should get 2 points, if I read that correctly. Okay, I did, so that's perfect. So that's what those numbers mean. That's how much credit you get per unit. So this is going to take a little while to get to. I mean, it is still fully saturated on the excavator, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, it's just taking a little bit of time. Wait. Why is there 99 bars in here? Why is this not sending out bars anymore? I am not sure what's going on here. Let me... I'm not sure why this is not sending out bars. It should be sending out bars. Do I not have enough power? Do I not have heat? What's going on here? Blocked? What does it mean blocked? I'm not really sure what that means by blocked. Oh, this can only hold 100. Yeah, that's the first time I run into this bug. I didn't have this problem in my... Oh, wait. These are going red. Hold on, let me... What the heck was that? Oh, my... Oh, yeah, okay. You notice that it doesn't do a good job of telling you about your food and water. Let's go ahead and eat 3 of these. Okay. Let me... Maybe I accidentally put this rail on wrong? Is it blocked now still? I don't know, definitely something buggy that I did not run into the first time I set this up on my playthrough. Yeah, it says blocked again. What happens if I delete this? Become unblocked? Yeah, it's blocked again. Yeah, this isn't working right. I don't know what the problem is. It looks like it's bugged out for some reason, because I was able to do this before a universal rail. You just have these go across like they're supposed to. Huh. I mean, I was doing the very same thing over here with the titanium, and it was working just fine. Outputting both of these. I don't know, something is definitely bugged. So, devs, let me just screenshot this real quick, or see if I can screenshot this. So I can post it to them on their Discord. Okay, anyway. This should be getting there with this. Yeah, this one's full of what it needs. Okay. Oh, how much building material do we have? 330. Okay, I want to do something. I want to add another room on the back of here. Let me just grab some platforms. Probably just want a single row. And I want to do this. Go to habitat. Go to habitat room. We want a small side facing us. We want to come up with this. Down. Okay. Now I want to horizontal connector. Go here with this. So you can't put your rooms butt up against each other to create big rooms. You can just connect them with hallways. So keep that in mind when you're putting stuff on your walls, like where you might want to have connectors to other rooms and stuff. Let's see what other things we can build. Got the analyzing station. Walkways. Printers. Doors. That was the other thing that the tutorial doesn't really cover and that you have to kind of figure out is this heat capacity thing. So it says cooling capacity 75 of 100. So this tells me maybe that I'm not really sure how to interpret this because it doesn't talk to us. I don't know if this means I'm using 75 cooling or if this means that it's currently capable of doing 75. We need to make some of these advanced things so we can upgrade it, but I don't... Resources. Oh, that's interesting. It says capacity is 75 of 100. So I don't know if that means we're using 75. Let's just take a look here. So this is maybe telling me that it's not generating any heat. Are these guys generating heat? These guys are not they're not actually doing anything right now though, so maybe when they're operating they're generating heat. So right now it says 0, 0. These are gonna say 0, 0. Guessing everything is gonna say 0, 0 because it's not actively running right now. Yeah. Doesn't tell me how much per second of cooling it's using. This guy got all the bars he needs now. Yeah, it looks like he does.
Delivered. The Moon Energy Corporation thanks you for your shipment. You can claim your reward in the corporate terminal.
Alright, let's go do that. Got a long ways to go to get to our wind turbines, but man, is it gonna be worth it. Recipe station, let's build that.
Congratulations! You can now unlock new functionality for your buildings at the recipe station.
But the buildings can already do these things. Why would we need to unlock anything?
Arcadia 7 is a very particular place, full of specific resources and requirements. The building's programming needs to be updated as these requirements change, to avoid unnecessarily clogging up memory as well as transfer fees.
It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer. You could lower the price and everything would go smoother.
I'll respond with one of Mr. Claywood's favorite sayings. This is exactly why you're not the richest person in the world.
Okay. So basically this is how you unlock new blueprints, essentially. They call it recipes, but it's blueprints. So you have nutritional blueprints and you have industrial blueprints. And 18 hydration, 20 toxicity, heal 30. So it gives us 20 toxicity, which isn't great. 60 hydration. These serpent roots. It'd be good to kind of just skip the aqua fluid. I mean, it heals you 30 HP, so it might be worth having a couple, but I don't like how it gives us toxicity because I don't know how to cure the toxicity right now. A 100 points. Okay, we have 215. $20 calories, 30 hydration. Okay, so there's basically a bunch of things we can... $50 HP. 80 HP. Last 10 minutes. That's 600 HP of healing. Oh, 1 HP every 6 seconds, so it's 100 HP of healing over 10 minutes. I mean, okay. And you saw that I put in my calcium blocks that I had, and I got this, or calcium ore, and I got the calcium block unlocked. So now the smelter can do a calcium block. So if we just go look at one of these smelters. We now have a calcium block. I don't have a source of calcium yet, so it doesn't do us any good, but it unlocked it for the smelter. So essentially that's how that works. You go in there, you find the machine that you want to unlock that blueprint for, and then you give it the required materials and unlock it. This is getting there. It's taking a long time. Get our gun. I'm still confused. On why this is blocked. Building is colliding with something. What's it colliding with? So the belts can't pass through each other is what I'm getting at there. That's... Building is colliding with something. It's just a weird bug. I don't know why it's happening. It shouldn't be. It's a bummer because it's essentially cutting off half our production of wolfram ore, but I mean we can always pull it out and manually stick it in here. It's more of a nuisance than anything else. Alright, is there anything else we can do over here? Let's see. What does the clever robotics, the next level, get us? Let's go take a look at that, because that uses you get 2 credits per wolfram bar on that. Oh, personal storage and a storage depot. Okay, so we want to definitely work on that too, so let's go do that. How close is this to finishing? You can see both these smelters are feeding their pieces out. No problem. It's not saying blocked. So maybe I have to tear down this post. Maybe there's something wonky with this post. Let's find out.
The Griffiths Blue Corporation is grateful for all of your shipments. Remember that supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which will certainly help in surviving on Arcadia.
Those both point. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize. Hold on, let me see something here. Is there an actual rotation to these? I mean, there doesn't seem to be an indicator on the pole. Okay, so now the arrows are both pointing out and both pointing out. Okay, so let me come over here and just double check what I did with these. Both pointing in, both pointing in. Both pointing. They do have a little bit of a different design to them. Alright, let's go here. Let's pick this and see what happens. Are these producing? Yeah, 120. It's just because they had 100 each. They're outputting max on the belt. That's why it looks like it's a little staggered. But eventually it'll be full press. Full utilization. It'll be moving smooth. Okay, so there might be... You guys might want to pay attention to that when you're putting down your... putting down your poles. It seems like there's something wonky with... You know, which way these things are facing, if you've got them feeding together into a single line or something, I don't know. Hopefully the devs can clean that up, make it a little bit easier, more intuitive to understand. Is this blocked again? Oh, it is blocked again. It was working and now it says blocked. Want the light facing that way. Want the light facing that way. Okay. Let's see if... Let's run the solid track all the way down here first. Could also be the way in which you hook up the belts. Okay, so that's starting to send out. Yeah, I just don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Well, hopefully the devs will figure it out and make it a little more intuitive for us. If there is a special nuance to hooking these up, or if it's just buggy. Because I have them hooked up the very same way that I have these hooked up, and they're not having any problems. If you guys notice what I'm doing wrong, feel free to leave a comment down below. But I mean, I don't think there's anything I'm doing wrong. I think it's just being buggy. Okay, so we should have a weapon now, I think. Oh, we have to claim our rewards. That's right. Let's go in here and claim our rewards here.
You've just unlocked the UPP-7. We hope it will help you better deal with the planet's dangers.
Choose ammo. Okay, so we get 7 per 140, 210. Good enough. There's our weapon. We'll reload. Fantastic. Connect for drone rails. Allows splitting and expanding their paths. Yeah, I think that's just buggy. Alright, well, I think we'll call that an episode for today. If you want to see more of this playtest, there's obviously more we can do. We can unlock more stuff. I can tell you right now there's more things to happen in this playtest. We can go take on some combat. The main kind of theme around this game still has yet to happen in the playtest, so we'll come visit it for another episode at least, but for now we'll call that. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Until I see you again, enjoy your gaming, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.